I'm traveling and I'm over at Bainbridge Island in Seattle. And I wasn't gonna go to any of the local gyms, but I got told that this gym was pretty awesome. And I reached out last night and they said I could come in for an open gym. It's Bainbridge CrossFit. It's a beautiful gym inside. I just watched the end of a class and it was like really freaking good. So it was awesome to see. But I talked with the owner, Brandy, just for a little bit. She's amazing, super old school and awesome. And this seems like a great community, but I'm gonna jump in and do this deadlift. What is it? Deadlift, it's row 500, a 15 rep max deadlift, and then you do immediately into a max set of pull-ups, and you do that for a number of rounds. I think it's 3 rounds of that, and then you finish off with another 500 row. So we'll see what I get to. I'm gonna warm up real quick and get it after it because I don't have much time. All right, I want to talk about the experience I had at that gym. I went to Bainbridge Island CrossFit, and it was such a fantastic experience. And I even got their shirt because it was so awesome. And it was just like, you know, I walked in, it's 5:15 in the morning. I messaged the night before, like last minute, because I wasn't going to go. And then they said I could come in. Like usually they need 24 hours. And I promised I would be a good a member and listen to the coach and stuff, but I didn't get that message till the morning. So I showed up for their open gym, was at 6:30, but I showed up early and I got to watch a class ending. And it was rad. Like the great group of people, beautifully well laid out gym, you know, really clean, looked like they had nice gear. But way beyond that, it was the overall environment, the way the coach was interacting with the people, the way the people interacted with the coach, the type of workout that it was. Like it was a workout that was a for quality workout. So it was, you know, they had 30 minutes and they just kind of kept cycling through this very low rep, but a lot of the higher skill movements, things like bar rollouts and some, I think there was GHD sit-ups on there and there was air assault bike, and it was just like for quality to kind of move stuff through. And apparently they do these on Thursdays, really cool movement. Or set of movements that they were going through. And then they finished things off with like a proper almost yoga session where it was like they turned down the lights, they like put on some mood music, and they walked them through like an unwinding session. And because they only focused on that one thing in class, they had like a good 15-minute chunk at the end to close people out. It was just really well run. It was super nice people. The owner of it, they've been owners since like 2016, but have been in the community a long time. It's just beautiful to see that kind of a space. And if you're ever in, you know, Seattle and go to Bainbridge Island, highly recommend Bainbridge Island CrossFit. It was just really cool. Try to message ahead of time more so than I did. They usually want 24 hours. Now let's talk about the actual workout though. The actual workout was a really good example of movement redundancy. And basically doing the same movement pattern 3 times. You had 3 different versions of pulling. You had a row, which is like the leg drive, arm pull, you know, hip mediated hinge movement of sorts, but you're sitting. And then you've got a deadlift, which is that minus the arm pull. And then you've got the arm pull, which is the pull up. And you're so fatigued on those big sets of pull-ups, because that heavy set of dead, and I couldn't go that heavy. I had to warm up relatively quick because I spent too much time talking, but I was only able to do like 225 for my sets of 15, which was plenty. I did double overhand hook grip, not a mixed grip, because I'm still working on my grip strength. And then I went into the pull-ups afterwards, but like turning around and jumping on the bar right after those heavy set of 15, like made those pull-ups real hard. I was thinking I was gonna get sets like 30. I got sets at 10, you know, like it was, and I started off by doing strict, and then I would move into, when I failed strict, I'd move into kipping, but I was like gassed grip-wise, and engine-wise and pulling-wise. I was just so fatigued from all the pulling and hanging on from the deadlift and the rowing. Definitely lit me up a lot more than I was expecting. So coaches out there, that's a great example of movement redundancy. You know, if you program something like that, it should be intentional, of pull, grip, pull, like make sure that you're doing that on purpose. And clearly Greg was here, and it was a fantastic little stimulus. So again, wonderful session, wonderful day. So stoked I did it, got it out of the way in the morning. And yeah, see you tomorrow.